And she was your public relations director.
She was,
Yes.
yes.
And so when you saw this tweet,
Yeah.
how did you see it if it was from her personal account?
I follow all my employees and make sure they act on behalf of a company, our company.
And what was so bad about what was said? In West Africa, hope I don't get Ebola. Oops, I'm not black.
Yeah, it's a little racial if you ask me, Your Honor.
I think it is. I think it is. Do you have anything in your contract that says what her behavior should be? Or conduct unbecoming or anything to that effect?
I don't have anything that she has signed. That we just have an agreement that she has that says how I terminate her or
Let
whatnot.
me see a copy of your contract. So you had an employment contract.
Yes. And Your Honor, if you look down.
No, I don't want you, I can read very well. I don't need you to interpret anything for me on contracts. I hate when people try to interpret. I like to read contracts. Let me ask you something. Why did you feel that it was racist? And why did you feel the need to terminate?
You know, things you do in your personal life, if they get to the public, can be detrimental to a business or even your reputation. So acting upon it, that's the immediately thought that I got when I read it. So the first thing I did was I fired her. I don't need.
But it wasn't me.
I wanted him to, it's on your account under your name.
Yeah.
You're the face of the company for public relations, right?
Correct.
So when they see this on your page, how do they know that he wrote it and not you?
They don't.
Oh, how does anybody know that he wrote it and not you?
They don't, but Chris has tried to get in contact with Mr. Lawrence to apologize and to let him know that it
But
was
he's your
him.
boyfriend. Why are you going to hang out with somebody like that anyway?
Your Honor, let me tell you how he contacted me.
How?
This guy calls me, leaves a message, a sincere message. I actually was thinking about having her hire back and apologizing and going on with it. But right before he hung up, it sounded like I heard a fart. So I don't know if he did that on purpose. I don't know if he wants to keep joking about it, or I don't know what this guy is, a big clown. He needs to be behind a stage or a camera doing comedy, something. But he shouldn't be doing this, especially when it has my reputation behind it. That's all I'm saying.
So why did you allow him to use your phone and tweet?
I didn't know that he tweeted on my account. He
You
just
never
asked-
saw that tweet?
I didn't see the tweet. He asked if he could use my phone because he wanted to send some pictures to a friend, and we're traveling, and I let him
And
use
he
my
didn't
phone.
have a phone?
I don't know why he didn't have his phone.
Well,
with
maybe
him,
I'll
but-
ask him. Get on up here. And if you think I'm perturbed, you're right. And I'm not going to try to hide it. I don't like for people to be so insensitive and then later say, oops, I didn't mean it. Bunch of bull, you meant it. What's your name?
Chris.
Chris what?
Chris Graham.
Now, Mr. Graham, did you tweet that statement on your girlfriend's account?
Yes, I did.
Why you use her account?
It was a practical joke.
Why is that a joke?
Well, I thought it would get her in. I didn't think it would get her fired from her job.
I ain't talking about fired. Why is that statement a joke? People are dying from Ebola. Why is it a joke?
It's so absurd. Why would anyone say that? Of course, we're in Africa helping with the Ebola crisis. Why would
You weren't helping with no crisis. You were vacationing.
Well,
Stop lying.
Coming up on Justice with Judge Mablean.
So why do you think that's a joke, Mr. Graham? Give me your reasoning and analysis.
it's sarcastic. It's supposed to be absurd. That's all I can say. And we did delete it immediately. I called and apologized.
You know good and doggone well just because you delete immediately the minute you push send, it's all over the world. And you know it. And you know that you know better. And you know that was not a joke. You thought it was funny. What's so funny about I'm in West Africa and I hope I don't get Ebola? Oops, I'm not black because only black people get Ebola?
Your Honor,
No,
what's
well,
funny
that's the
is,
joke, but that's so absurd. Of course it's not true. And I was going to say AIDS.
Your Honor, he doesn't even know how to be
it's not
quick.
funny. Ms. Robinson, what do you see socially redeeming about this man that you put up with that madness? What's your problem? You seem like an intelligent woman, but when it comes down to
He
him,
loves me.
I used to.
you need to sit down.
Your Honor, I've been contemplating breaking up with him for about a month and a half, and I thought, well, maybe I'll wait a little longer, and then I found out that I'm pregnant. And so
And now you have to have a child. You're going to have a child by him? Do you share in his thoughts? And do you think that was a joke and it's funny?
No.
Do you think that was
No.
something funny or that you could talk
he used
about?
to be funny when we were dating, when we were first together, and we were always laughing, but wasn't, I don't know, he didn't have this kind of personality with this kind of humor, or he used to save it for his guy friends or something, because he wasn't, I don't know, he knows I don't like this kind of talk. He knows it gets me upset, and I think that that's what he wanted to do, was kind of like give me a little jab in the side, upset me, and then think it's funny. And it's not. And now I'm stuck with you and a baby, and I really need this money, Your Honor. I mean,
That's a wonderful attitude.
right in our clause, it says that if he's going to terminate me, he has to give me 30 days written notice, which he did not do. You didn't give me any notice, and you're not holding up your end of the contract. It says right in it that you have to pay me for those 30 days.
You put that on me. I know you didn't do it. I'm sorry, but you know what? When it's a direct reflection on my company, I have to act on it, and that's just the way it goes. I don't have to give you 30 days to terminate you when you act racial.
But it wasn't me acting racial, and it says it right in our contract. You owe me the $6,000.
Well, it says terminate. This agreement may be terminated with cause by either party upon 30-day written notice. But under California law, for cause, you can be terminated without notice. You are required to. So what is he supposed to do? Give you 30 days written notice that he's going to terminate you, let you stay on his job, and cause him more harm? But you gave her a contract that says termination for cause shall be within 30 days written notice, and you're not required on 30 days written notice when you're terminating for cause. You can terminate immediately when you're doing it for cause.
I thought so, especially on
Well,
the racist
but you
remarks.
gave her a contract that said for cause, you would give her 30 days written notice. So you had the obligation to give her the 30 days written notice, but you could say, I'm not requiring you to work, and I'll just pay you for your last month of employment, your last month of work, and you're out of here.
It seems like they just want to sue me for this money to pay for their West African trip that they're
No,
supposed to
that's
do.
not true.
No,
No,
that's
I
not-
paid for that trip a long time ago. The
That's
money
not
has
suing you
been
for
reimbursement,
no,
whatever.
It's not.
That's not suing you for the money to pay for the trip. You clearly state, because when I read the case and the facts, I was like, well, for cause, he can terminate her without giving her any 30 days written notice. And I was immediately ready to do that. But now here's a written contract from you that says otherwise, that for cause, you're going to give 30 days written notice. You tied your own hands.
Could I look at that contract again?
Sure, read it again.
Should have read it the first time.
You should have said what you said.
Can you take this out of evidence in any way?
No.
That's cute. No, we can't do that. I order you to pay her the $6,000.
You don't have to.
What?
You don't have to give her the whole thing.
Yeah, I did.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $6,000.
It's unfortunate that I have to pay you, but because the judge ordered it, I will.
This was a hard lesson for me, and this relationship's over.